Hello, it's Libby from libbystamps.com. I'm here with another video today using Coffee Break Designer Series paper, and we're going to use the envelope punch board. And this little container fits a Lindor chocolate, or it'll also fit a Ferrero Rocher chocolate inside. So you'll get 6 out of a sheet of 12 by 12 inch paper, or 30.5 by 30.5 centimeters paper. So they'd make a great gift, and you get, as I said, 6 out of one sheet of paper. So we'll get started, and I have a piece of 4 inch by 6 inches or 10 centimeters by 15 centimeter designer series paper, again from the Coffee Break DSP. And I'm just going to bring in my scoring tool, which isn't my Simply Scored, but it'll work. And we're going to score along with the 4 inch side up the top of your paper, your scoring tool, at 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters, and at 3 inches or 7.5 centimeters. And then you're going to turn it. So with the 6 inch edge along the top of your scoring tool, you're going to score 1 3/8 or 3.5 centimeters. Move it along, and you're going to score at 2 3/4 or 7 centimeters. Move it along again, and you're going to score at 4 1/8 or 10.5 centimeters. And your last score line's going to be at 5.5 or 14 centimeters. Alright, so that's all you need your scoring tool for. Then we're going to bring in the envelope punch board, and I'm just going to use the bone folder from that. And I'm just going to quickly burnish all those score lines I just made. Hey, if you want to play, make it about a place. It'll take creation, imagination. Now, I have my 2 score lines here, and these 2 bits are going to form the end part. So we need to punch along the other side. So bring in your envelope punch board, and the easy thing is to line this edge up here the first time with the 3 inch mark and punch down. So I've got to punch on that edge there. And then I'm going to line it up. And we're going to do something a little bit different this time. Alright, now you know how I said we were going to do something different this time. I'm going to eyeball this and try and get in the centre. So where I've got these score lines, I want to punch a little bit out of the centre. So I'm going to eyeball that about there. Alright, so I'm going to do that all the way along. Alright, that's all we need our envelope punch board for, so we can get that out of the way. Okay, now it's time to start putting it together. So on this little 1/2 inch side, we're going to just put some liquid glue. All the way down. Liquid glue's good because it gives you, make sure it stays glued shut. And I'm just going to fold that over like that and then bring the other end in. Give that a second to dry. While that's drying, we're just going to make our little sentiment here. Now on this one I used the 1 inch punch and the 1 1/4 inch punch. I'm going to change it this time and use, because I feel that's a bit of a large border, so I'm going to use the 1 3/8 of an inch, 1 1/4 and 1 3/8. So what I'll do is I'm using a bunch of blossoms and I'm using Grateful for a Friend Like You and just using Memento ink because that's what I had out. So ink up. It is a photopolymer stamp, but I think you'll find you don't really need a matte under it just for this saying. So stamp down. Lovely. Alright. And then I'm going to bring in the 1 1/4 inch punch, circle punch, and just punch that out. Alright, so that's the 1 1/4 and the 1 3/8 of an inch punch, and put a bit of liquid glue on the back of the Whisper White. Just flip that over and stick down. That's much better. I prefer that. Alright, I'm just going to leave that to dry. Now this should be dry enough now. We want these to pop out, so we need these to push in. So you just need to give it a bit of some gentle assistance, I call it. I'm just going to pop that out. So this end will go in, so they should go in like a bonbon. Alright, and I've got some Soft Sky mini chevron ribbon here, and I've cut 40, more than enough, about 50 centimetres, so that's what, 25 centimetres for each end. And you need to tie one end first, so we'll just tie this end, some gentle persuasion. Alright, I do a right over left and under. You do need to tie it fairly tight, and a left over right and under. Alright, and then I just need to neaten those up. Now I'm just going to pop those out there like that. Now see this little bit you've got left over? Just going to use my snips. Cut that off. Alright, now I have a little piece on the other end, I think. No, the other end's fine. Alright, so now you need to pop these out. Just give them some gentle persuasion if they don't want to pop out. So this will fit in a Ferrero Rocher as well. And you pop your Lindt chocolate in there, or your Ferrero Rocher. And then close this over. And we're going to tie our other bit of ribbon around there.
Yes, I am. Lead, inspire destiny, require every dream to believe. Take the chance, lead the dance, and run.
Alright, so there's our little bonbon. Here's our sentiment. And I'm just going to get Stampin' Dimensional and pop that on the back. And pop that on the top. And there you have your little Ferrero Rocher or your Lindor chocolate holder. This one's a little bit different to the other one because it's got a nice fancy end. And don't forget about the DSP sale at the moment. Buy 3 packs, any 3 packs from any of the catalogues, and choose a 4th pack for free from the selected list. So there are my 2 bonbons. This one's a little bit different to this one. Alright, so that's it for now. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.
You're in charge. Yes, you can. What's the plan? Come on, let's do this and do it now. I want to hear